Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daisy Wealth Multiplier System. My name is Solomon James, and I'll be your anchor for tonight's meeting. I'll always begin by saying that you are only one financial vehicle away from a totally different life. And trust me, the vehicle tonight is one that will move you at utmost speed to the dream that you've been seeking to make happen. I do know that there are many other vehicles out there, but trust me, this vehicle is one that you want to put aside all distractions and stay glued. If you have any questions, please do note them down. I will be attending to all questions when we are done. With that being said, I want to say welcome again to the Daisy Wealth Multiplier System. So let's go and let's begin this. Now, we will be talking about Daisy. Daisy is a decentralized artificial intelligence system, and that will be the rallying point for our discussion tonight. But before we go into full throttle with Daisy, I'd like us to be very clear with the requirements and the legal disclaimer that is attached to what we do also. That purchasing the Daisy crowd fund packages is not a contribution to the equity crowd fund for the Daisy AI development and is not a trading investment. Endotech is giving both shares of stock in the company and profit sharing from trading results to each contributor as crowdfunding rewards. That prior to Endotech going public, shares of Endotech stocks will be rewarded to each crowdfund contributor. And stock certificates will require a KYC verification of each contributor's legal identity before any shares of stock can be rewarded. In the case that Endotech does not go public, the equity will be converted into dividend for each contributor. The trading account will be used for the purposes of testing and developing, and past performance does not guarantee future results and is for informational purposes only. Historical performance shown are also the result of compounding profits, and profit rewards are contingent upon profitable trading performance, and again, results are not a guarantee. All performance will be visible with full transparency to each crowdfund contributor. We have up to 46% of the funds being designated in the smart contract for marketing via the referral reward plan. Please do note that Daisy is currently not officially in the US market. With that being said, one will say, so what is Daisy? Well, we are a venture capitalist community. If you understand, if you've watched Shark Tank, you understand that they fund dreams, they partner with dreams, they bring dreams alive. So our community is a venture capitalist community, funding dreams and bringing them to fruition, where we also partake in profit, equity, and income from those dreams and partnership. But well, as a community, what is Daisy? Well, Daisy is an equity crowdfunding model for financial technology sector. Daisy is a decentralized autonomous organization. Through the use of smart contracts on public blockchain, we are not a company. Daisy is a model where everyone can win, again, with profits, equity, and income. Currently, we are funding Endotech. Like I did mention, we fund dreams. We partner with people to fund their dreams. So currently, we are funding Endotech for the Daisy AI project. And everyone that is making this contribution towards each project that we choose to fund will be receiving exclusive stock equity and staking rewards. Now, what is Daisy AI? Daisy is the community. The Daisy AI is the project we are funding together. The Daisy AI is the project we are funding together. So Daisy AI is a decentralized AI system that is being developed by Endotech. So we are funding that project. Daisy AI is the next generation of AI trading. And Daisy AI will significantly multiply the current AI performance of Endotech. Endotech already have an algorithm that is producing fantastic results, and what they are currently doing is to raise capital to begin the development of a super AI that will be generating 4 times their current result, and that's what we are funding with this project. There are two projects, so I'm discussing project 1. When we are done, I'll discuss project 2. Now, Daisy AI is the first project being capitalized by the Daisy Crowd Fund. And Daisy AI will be receiving $10 million for development from the referral plan. I can easily go ahead to tell you that out of this $10 million, we've already raised over $2.2 million for this. And the target for live Daisy AI trading account is $500 million in the Daisy fund, of which we've raised over $64 million for this project already. Now, Daisy AI is Endotech's path to becoming a public company. Now, who is Endotech? Well, Endotech is the first technology partner for the Daisy Crowd Fund, and Endotech is a global fintech company with specialties in AI trading systems. They have a roadmap to complete Daisy AI and be publicly traded in 2022. Currently, they are providing AI trading system for top financial institutions, and they have a proven track record of high performance results. It's founded by Dr. Anna Baker and is being operated by top AI scientists. So this is not Daisy, guys. This is Endotech. So we're letting you know what Endotech is doing and their track record, and we are funding something that they are doing. That's why I said we are a venture capitalist community. So who is Dr. Anna Baker? Well, she's very passionate about AI, and her deep learning algorithm manages over $1 billion of investment, assets under management, and these have been deployed in managing institutional monies for more than a decade. A team of AI scientists have more than 20 proprietary AI systems in operation, and this serves as the AI investment backbone of trading at more than 150 investment firms across the United States, Europe, and Asia. At the age of 20, Dr. Anna was able to solve a mathematical problem that had lasted for over 30 years using what she calls an approximation algorithm by a factor of 2. Today, that which she solved now has wide application in operating systems, database system, and VLSI chip design. She has worked with CME, CBOT, and FCMs and other participants of the futures and commodity ecosystem to promote algorithmic trading platform both to retail and institutional clients. Following her PhD in artificial intelligence, Dr. Anna at the Elite Technical University, which is in Israel where Dr. Anna resides, she has also founded and sold several AI companies in the fintech space and is now the founder and CEO of Endotech. Her publications have been distributed in the leading AI financial circles across Europe and America, and her machine learning system have been integrated into some of the world's largest and most successful banks and funds worldwide, including Dragon Holdings, even up to MF Global. These are some of the real AI results from one of their strategies. Like I said, they have over 20 strategies, but this is one of them called the top AI, top alpha strategy. Please understand that whatever we are sharing here is a past. You should also know that past performance is not indicative of future performance, and again, it's for informational purposes only. Please, you can visit their website at www.endotech.io. www.endotech.io. You check out their pricing, they are still there. It's live, it's a real company. And now you will discover that for you to engage the services of Endotech, number one, you must pay a $125,000 fee in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT. $125,000 is paid to engage their services, and this payment is renewable every year. It's a license you must pay $125,000 to begin with. Second requirement is you must have a minimum capital of $1 million to discuss with Endotech. So your first outlay will mean you must have $1.125 million to deal with in engaging the service of Endotech. So guys, understand that this is not for the people on the streets. This is for the high end. This is why this is for the institutional guys and the top wealthy 1%. But guys, people are still beating their path down to the door of Endotech to engage them. Why will you be willing to pay $125,000 if they are not delivering results? Why are people willing to drop $1 million for Endotech to apply their algorithmic trading AI to it? Well, it's because of the result. Take a look at this. For example, this trade began in January 2018, $1 million. In a space of 34 months of trading using their algorithm, this $1 million, if it had done 100%, would have still been a fantastic trade. Made 100%, 2 million. It didn't make 3 million, it didn't make 5 million, it didn't make 10%, it didn't make even 500%. In a space of 34 months, this trade made over 2,239%. Guys, if you understand the numbers, this is turning $1 million to over $22 million in a space of 34 months. And in this period, they still had 21 wins and they had 13 losses, losing months, 21 winning months. So this is a real trading. This is not the every day we give you 1%. No, these are institutional guys. They are not trading your one minute candlestick, your 2 minute candlestick, 5 minutes candlesticks. No, they are playing long term. However, annualized, they are doing over 800%. Some of us are playing in the money market. You are playing your board. You are playing your treasury bill, which was giving 10 to 14%. Now it has dropped about 3 to 5%, and people are still happy getting those percentages. If you could do 300%, wouldn't you be glad? Without lifting your finger. And here we see $1 million turn to over 22 million. And yet we're still at 13 losing months. So it's not about whether the market they are losing, it's about their consistency in the overall period of winning. Now, people are willing to pay $125,000 renewable license every year to get results like this. Let's take a look at another strategy. This trade actually began September last year, September 1, just for 17 days, about September 1 to about November 9, with a test trading account of about $10,000. In 70 days of trading, this account had done about 300%. Now, you can see here, turning your $10,000 to about almost 40,000, 39,748. So that's about 40,000. And yet, in these 70 days of trading, they had one losing month and one winning month. And yet, they are almost doing 300%. They are doing 300% basically. So guys, these are the kind of strategies that you see with Endotech. Because again, if you spread this into the year, you spread this into several months, then you go back to the annualized rate of over 500% or more, or compounded to some thousands of percentages. This is the reason why people are willing to pay so much to get Endotech algorithm. And guess what? The super AI that we are funding, that they've already started the development, will be delivering 4 times this result. So Daisy is not a trading community. Daisy does not trade. Daisy funds dreams. Daisy funds project. Before somebody say, how much is Daisy giving us? Daisy does not trade. Daisy is a community. So I'm just showing you results, and you'll see more. Well, there is a part of the arrangement with Endotech where they use the algorithm and they trade for us also. So we are not traders. This is not a trading company, but Endotech's algorithm is allowed under a special arrangement to trade for us. This is one of such results of somebody who joined us April 1st up to about 7 days ago, April 24, May 24, I beg your pardon. And in this period, the guy had about $69,000 in his trading account, and that money had done about 36%, and that's about $24,000. So he had about $69,000, and it has grown to about $24,000 without lifting his hands. These are the kind of things that you will be seeing in your partnership with this project. Again, this is my personal trading result also. I had the privilege to beta test this for 4 days before it was shut down, and March 30th it was open to the rest of the world. Now, all of this, you can be able to monitor this with your mobile phone, your devices, your laptop, wherever you are in the world. You just log in and you can check what is happening, and you will be on the go with the results. So Endotech has a roadmap. First, Endotech was actually registered in 2012, so it's a 9-year-old company. And remember, this is the last project of Dr. Anna. She's done a lot of things in the fintech space. For the last 9 years, she created the Endotech platform. And so Endotech is not a project that just began this year, 2021. No, Endotech did not begin because of Daisy. Endotech is an existing company, okay, that we are partnering with. In 2017, the AI crypto trading was developed and implemented, just as like we are now trying to develop the super AI that will be launched next year. In 2018, we discovered that the commercial use of the AI crypto trading began, and a lot of things have happened since then with in the space. In November last year, Endotech was valued at over $100 million. And in 2021, we had this crowdfunding project which we are currently on, seeking 10 million into the Daisy AI, of which I've said over 2.2 million has been raised for that. Phase 1 development is already on 500 million of assets under management in the Daisy fund, and we've already raised over $64 million towards that. March 30th, the Daisy crowd was launched. And while we are celebrating the amazing result a lot of us are getting from that, something is about to be unveiled in the next couple of weeks, which is a Daisy IDO Defi Launchpad. Just stay with me, because that is a big game. It's a big changer. Second project that we are all will be partnering with. Then in 2022, Daisy AI will be completed and Endotech will go public. Then they also intend to add Forex AI trading to Daisy, seeking an additional $1 billion of assets under management. Then they go into other projects. So it's an ecosystem that will be evolving into a lot of things. Now, for everyone that is participating in this project, making contributions, what are your rewards? What do you get? Like I said, we're a venture capitalist community. So if I become a part of this community, what do I stand to get? First of all, you can be a part of us and you can fund the crowdfunding tiers with as little as $100. It means you can begin with as little as $100. Now, everyone who makes a contribution will be getting their proportional share of 5% of Endotech stock. Now, Endotech is going public next year. So for everyone that is funding as a part of their dream, you get 5% equity shares. Again, for some of us, if you have followed the Shark Tank guys and all those things, you see them haggle and go back and front of what to get. They want to take 3%, they want to take 25% and all of that. So for being a part of this, like I said, we are not a trading company, we are a community. So Endotech will be releasing 5% of their stocks, equity as they go public, and you will be getting a proportional share of that. Now, why that is given, 50 to 70% of each contribution that you make will also be used in trading for development. Remember, there are two things is happening right now. 10 million US dollars for the Daisy AI, then $500 million for the trading. So while we are making a contribution, they are also taking part of that fund to build the trading portfolio. Now, whatsoever you contribute, 50 to 70% of that will be used in trading. It is not Daisy trading, it is Endotech trading. Now, whatsoever profits they make as Endotech, 70% of the trading profit will be rewarded back to the contributor. You do not need to lift a finger. This is what they've been doing for over 9 years. Remember, I just said that people pay 125,000 US dollars to engage them. So they are taking their current algorithm to apply it on a portion of your contribution, and whatsoever they make, 70% of the trading profit will be rewarded to you. 15% of the trading profit will be rewarded to the residual referral plan, meaning they are plugging in 15% of whatsoever profit they make to the community. Now, why Endotech now takes 15% as performance fee? I hope that is clear. It comes to 100%. Now, everyone who is making a contribution, as they are trading and you are seeing the result from your phone, you can withdraw your trading reward at any time. As much as you have profit between $20 to $50, you can choose to withdraw or you can choose to compound. It's up to you. All contributors are able to participate in the Daisy referral plan. So there's a kind of a network around this, but it's 100% optional, but you can choose to. And the referral plan pays out up to 46% of each contribution that is made. All right. Now, we are using the smart contract for the distribution of these funds. So how does that play? If you want to be a part of the community, what are a few requirements? Number one, you will need a Tron wallet. And to get a Tron wallet, you will go to www.tronlink.org and you download either on your iOS, Android, or the Chrome extension to your laptop. Then you fund it with the relevant required contributions that you want to get to. We'll be talking about those. Then now you make a contribution to the Daisy project. When you make this contribution, your contribution using the smart contract is deployed instantaneously to the Daisy fund, where 50 to 70% of it goes into live trading for you. The remaining 46% goes into the Daisy crowd. And this is very, very instructive, because for some of us who've been part of projects, I don't need to mention names, where if you don't know how to get people in, you are stuck. So the time you make money, then you jump in, you now discover that that project requires you bringing in people. And because you can't bring people, you are stuck. Only those who bring in people get to enjoy the money. This system says, no, we are splitting the money, making sure everyone, 100%, has a passive trading result coming in for them, whether they talk to anybody or not. Now, for the monies that are in the Daisy fund, that money is released to Endotech through the smart contract again, and the Endotech applies the algorithm, trade, profit comes, 70% comes to you, 15% to the community. That's a total of 85%. Everything goes through the Tron wallet. For those of us that are building a tribe, building a team, sharing this with others, there's a potential for 6% that is available for you to be rewarded for doing that. But again, remember, it's 100% optional. So the cycle of distribution here is Tron in, Tron wallet in, Tron wallet out. So You make your contributions through your Tron wallet and you get rewarded back into that wallet. Now, why are we using the Tron blockchain? Well, we are using Tron USDT TRC20. The USDT is a stable coin. For those of us who are in the crypto space, you understand stable coin. It's a kind of a peg. It's pegged to the dollar. And most times when you see the crypto market is crashing, people go into stable coin as an hedge to preserve their money and the rest. So we are using Tron USDT TRC20. Now, the one reason we're using USDT is because USDT blockchain allows for instant payout and distributions of the fund. Instant payout of the fund and distribution. Remember, we are not a company, so there is no CEO, there is no account department, nothing. They allow everything to run on the blockchain. And it removes the need for a company to be in control. So that we're on public holiday, somebody is on leave, somebody is sick, everything is executed and you can track it 100% transparently on the blockchain. It allows for all promises to be executed instantly with 100% transparency. And the Tron blockchain is among the fastest and the most scalable. It integrates with most cutting-edge dApp wallets and browsers. And Tron is a top emerging decentralized app platform with a very big future. Now, I do know a lot of us on this course are very busy professionals. We do not have a lot of time. And so when they tell you, come and be a part of something, say, I don't have time. The question is, can I be a part of this and be passive? Well, congratulations, because yes, you can. For being a part of this community and making a contribution, you can earn passively. 3 possible ways. Number 1, you get to own equity. Remember, there is potential return from selling Endotech stock or receiving dividend in the future. Everyone that makes a contribution gets a stock equity out of Endotech. Number 2, there is trading rewards. There's potential reward from successful trading performance using Endotech's AI system on the Daisy fund. Again, I just showed you a few results there. So you don't need to trade. You don't need to be involved with the emotional roller coaster of watching candlesticks is going up, is going down. The algorithm picks trade when it sees a good trade, monitors the trade, follows the trade, comes out of the trade. You keep making money and you can withdraw. Number 3, there's what we call a potential matrix spillover, where you can earn from the crowd fund contributions from spillovers in the referral plan, even though you have not brought in a soul to join us. We run a 3x10 matrix system, meaning 3 people in your first generation, 9 on your second generation down, and the rest. I'll be throwing more light on this. But if you do not even get to talk to anybody, there's potential possibility for you to still earn. So you can earn in all of this in our first project passively. Now, how do I become a part of this? To what level can I fund? To what level can I participate? Well, the minimum entry is $100 US, 100 USDT, basically, because our fundings are done in USDT. So entry 1 is $100. Now, your $100 will be split into 2, 50-50. Anything that is done between tier 1 to tier 7 will be divided 50-50. What does that mean? 50% of it will be going into the passive trading fund, and 50% of that will be going into the Daisy crowd. For example, right now you see here $100. If you want to do tier 2, is $200. Please, it is not an extra additional $100 to the initial $100 of tier 1. It's a new contribution of $200, which is why you see here that 100 plus 200 is worth $300. And that $300 is split into 2. You see it 50-50. And you are seeing the stock equity amount that you'll be getting on the far right. If you want to get into tier 3, it's $400. So that totals 700 from tier 1 to tier 3. Tier 1 is 100, tier 2 is 200, tier 3 is 400. So it's much more like everything is multiplied by 200 times 2, 200, 200 times 2, 400, 400 times 2 give you 800, 800 times 2 give you 16. So each tier keeps having to increase by multiple of 2. Now, so tier 1 to tier 7 is about 12,700. Now, any contribution you do between tier 8 to tier 10 will now be divided 70-30. Why? Because they want more passive results for you. So 70% goes into your trading account so that you can earn more passively. Okay, like I just showed you what I showed you. Somebody had about 69,000 plus. Look at it here, and you can find out just in about 45 days the guy had done about 36% in that account, turning that $69,000 in the trading account to over a profit of $24,000 without lifting a finger. Okay, so these are the various categories you want to come in. So you can pick where you want to start with. Please, you do not skip. You can't say, okay, I have $400. Can I start with $400? No. You must be engaged with 100, then you go to 200, then you go to 400, then you go to 800. That's how you go. We contribute sequentially, okay, in the system. Now, for those of us that choose to share this with others, stay with me because we still have the project 2 that will blow your mind. For those of us that choose to share with others, there is a referral plan. Again, remember, it's 100% optional. 3 ways for you to earn: upfront income, residual income from the trading profit, and the stock equity. The interesting thing with this system is that all payments are made instantaneously to your Tron wallet. All payments. Somebody becomes a part of your team, somebody earns, all payments are instantaneous. It's not back office money, it's not virtual money. It comes into your Tron wallet, of which you know, if you know anything about crypto, that is under your control. But it begins with you sharing this with friends. And for anybody you get to share this with, you earn 5% bonus from what we call your personal referral. So what does this mean? Somebody joins with $100, you're going to earn 5% of that. If the same person upgrades to 200, you earn 5% of that. If the person goes to 400, you earn 5% of that. The person goes to 800, the same person, every time the person upgrades, you earn 5% of that. So let's say somebody chooses to go all through from tier 1 to tier 10, which will cost about $102,300. You are earning 5% of that. And that's about $5,115 from one person. Now imagine you had 10 persons, you had 100, you had 1,000 persons, and everybody's upgrading at their own point, at their own time, and you are just earning 5%, okay? That can easily come in as cash flow for the day for you. Now, you can earn matrix bonuses up to 10 generations for every tier that you contribute to. Like I told you, we have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, up to tier 10 contribution. Now, every tier has their own separate 3x10 force matrix for each tier. What does that mean? When I said 3x10, again, this is what it means. Your first generation, you only allow 3 people. It fills up from the left to the right. Your second generation is 9 people. Your third generation is 27. It keeps going down. It means if you contribute from $100, $100 has 10 generation of the matrix system. If you contribute 200, it has 10 generation. That's tier 2. Tier 3 has 10 generations. So every contribution has its own independent tier matrix, okay, that you can benefit from. I'll throw more light on that shortly. So you get to unlock a new matrix for each tier contribution that you make. Now, let's take a look at the Daisy contribution tiers here. Like I said, maybe you just, okay, everybody begins with $100. $100 has 10 tiers. So you see here 3, 9, 27. These are people making contributions of the $100 tier. That means they are also falling on your structure in your $100 matrix also. Tier generation 1 to generation 10. Now you are getting 2 things. Please don't confuse yourself, don't be confused. When I say tiers are the contributions you make. When I say matrix is the depth of that structure. So we can see here that $100 has its own 10 levels, okay? And if you calculate all of these, about 88,572 positions that you can earn from of people making their contributions. So each contribution tier that you fund lets you earn when those same tiers are funded within your matrix. So if you're on $100 and people are funding $100, you will be earning because people are funding $100. If you're on $100 and people are funding on $200, you do not have a $200 matrix open, so you will not earn on $200 matrix. However, if you were to get somebody in and the person upgrades ahead of you, perhaps to 200 and you are still on 100, yes, you got the person in. That means 5% will be paid to you. But under the matrix, you do not have a $200 matrix. So that person will be compressed to somebody up who has a $200 matrix open, which is why I encourage people to go deep as much as possible in their tiers so that you do not leave any money on the table. Now, if you now come to do a 200, will the person come back? No, that has already been allocated. But if you are able to go to 400 perhaps before the person, and the person comes back to do 400, the person will return back to you because the person actually originally registered with you. So what are we seeing here is that tier 1 has its own matrix, tier 2 has its own matrix, tier 3 has its own matrix up to tier 10. And all of these are giving you potential opportunities for you to earn. Now, let's take a look at this matrix bonus and what you stand to get. For everybody that joined, irrespective of the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, everybody has their first 2 generations open up to earn, whether you got anybody in or not. That's why I was talking about one of the ways you can earn passively. So you can see here, let's say you joined with $100. You can see here, personal 0. It means you didn't get anybody into the system. Funded by your personal referral 0 because nobody came in. But because it's a 3x10 matrix, everybody's allowed 3 people on their front line. So what happens if I have more than 3 people, or I have my first 3 people, and then I have more people, they will be falling down to the people below me, and same will apply to you. Now, you didn't get these 3 people in, but whatsoever these 3 people contribute, you'll be earning 4% of it. What does that mean? You are collecting a portion of the contribution that is being made. So, example here, you are on $100 tier, 3 people make $100 contribution, that's $300. What's 4% of it? That's $12. Did you get them in? No. You find out it's $12 coming to you. What if they become 9? You are still on 0. They contribute $900. 4% of that will give you $36. You are paid $106. That's $48. And yet you were $100. 50% is into trading. You have your stock equity, and this continues to build. So your first 2 generations, irrespective of any tier that you are, is open for you to earn free of charge. You don't need to bring anybody on those generations for you to earn. Now, for you to earn from generation 3 to 10, which is maxing out the matrix, please pay attention. You will need 3 people who have made a cumulative contribution of $1,000 for you to earn from 27 people, because the next matrix 3, 9, 27. So now that it's 27, it simply means it's a leverage system. Remember, it is not who you brought. Perhaps you only got 3 people, but now you are standing the opportunity to earn from 27 people. That is leverage. And what are you getting? You are earning 3% of whatsoever contribution they make into the DAISY system. As long as they come under your structure, 3% of their contribution comes to you. Think about that. What happens if they become 81? But for you to earn from 81 people, you will need 6 people who have done $2,000 in contribution, not each, cumulatively. It means an additional 3 people, an additional $1,000 in cumulative funding you can earn. So it keeps going down. But for you to max out this matrix system, you need a minimum of 24 people. They could be 50, they could be 1,000 people. But if you're able to do 24 people who do $128,000 in total contribution, guess what has happened? You have maxed the system and you stand to earn from our 88,572 people. Somebody say 128,000 looks much. Well, I told you tier 1 to tier 7 is about 12,700. I'm currently on tier 7. 12,700. 10 people who do that with you is already $127,000. So what happens to the remaining $1,000? All the 100, 200, and the rest gets to fill that in. But there's a whole lot of money on this table, because if you're able to max this out, take a look. You stand to earn from about 198 million US dollars. Somebody says it looks too far-fetched. We are still talking on project one. Hold on, because project two will blow your mind. Let's even say it's 10% of this, $19.8 million. And you said, wow, that's still much. Let's say it's 1%. How much will that be? That's still about $1.98 million. That's still far-fetched for some people. Their mind cannot comprehend that. Let's come to the lowest lowest denominator we can find here. What is the minimum contribution in Daisy? Is $100. In the case that you are able to open up all 10 generations just with $100, that is all you did, you could earn 344,640. Again, guys, take a look at that. 344,640 just on $100. So you don't think about 200, you don't think about 400. You can see how the monies can begin to accumulate very, very fast. Stay with me, because I want to show you something, especially for those who feel $100 might not produce anything. Let me show you something that the system is unlocking for you. Your first 48 hours after joining us, you have 48 hours to be able we call it a grace period. What does that mean? Within your first 48 hours of joining, there is no matrix qualification required. Whether you get somebody or not, on all 10 generations, you can earn matrix bonuses on all 10 generations if anybody drops on those levels, whether you have brought in a soul or not. Let's say something happens and people are beginning to register, you've just come in and it's all filling up. You don't need to qualify for anything. You've already qualified by grace. So for 48 hours, you are allowed to earn everything possible without getting anybody in the system. Now, for those of us who wants to begin with 100, and so that's where I want to start. Listen, even with your tier 1 matrix, you can earn matrix from all 10 tier generations. Now listen, this is not just for 48 hours, this is for life. Everyone on $100 tier, there is no tier 1 matrix qualification required. Again, you earn matrix bonuses on all 10 generations. So if you were to start, which is where everybody begins with $100, you can earn $344,000 without bringing a soul. But please understand there is no time frame tied to that, because those people need to be coming in. So that's under your circle of concern, not your circle of control. You do not have control how that will be. But the system have allowed that if people are doing $100 tier, we are removing all requirements. And this removal was just activated about 2 weeks ago, because people needed to meet all of those. But right now, it's been removed. If you are on tier 2, you can unlock your tier 2 matrix with only personal referral requirement. What does that mean? You just have 3 people who join you, even if the 3 people join you with just $100. But as long as you now personally come upgrade to tier 2, you qualify to earn 10 generations on that tier 2 of anybody having a $200 contribution who drops under your structure. Think about it. They are not saying that the 3 people must be on tier 2 with you. No, even if you have 3 people that you personally brought in. So there is no contribution requirement. Okay, just have 3 people, even if it will be 100. Now, any level in that matrix that is open with a tier 2, you get to earn from that. But for the rest of us, from tier 3 to 10, you will need to meet all personal referral requirements and all personal funding requirements. Okay, so from tier 3 to 10, everything holds, but the first 2 is given to you for free. Now, As people are earning, the guys you got in and they are earning from those metrics I've just talked about, you get to earn 10% from the matrix bonus of your directly sponsored contributor. So you got in somebody, let's say the person is on that $100 tier and the person earns still around 44,000, you earn. And guess what? They don't wait till you get to the end. Every one contribution, that money that you are supposed to earn is paid. Remember, the monies are paid instantaneously. It's not paid in bulk. It's paid instantaneously as it comes, per second, per minute, per day, into your Tron wallet. And you get to earn 10% of that if you're on that tier level also. Now, there's what we call pace setter bonus. This is for people who want to fast track in 30 days. In your first 30 days of joining, remember your first 2 generation is free, no requirement. From your generation 3, you need 3 people with $1,000 to earn from 27 people. But the system says if you can make this happen in your first 30 days to do tier 3, generation 3, we will gift you generation 4 for life. What does that mean? Rather than earning from 27 people, you earn from 81 people. Even though you have not met either of this qualification, you are going to earn from 81 people. If you are able to get to generation 4, meaning 6 people with 2,000 within your first 30 days, they will gift you the next one for life to earn from 243 people. And it keeps going on. If you are able to get to generation 9, they gift you generation 10. However, if you are able to officially get a minimum of 24 people with $128,000 within your first 30 days, you are now a pace setter gold. As of this afternoon, we have 308 pace setter gold qualifiers. 308 just this afternoon who have made 24 and 128,000. Now, what do you get as a pace setter gold? Please stay with me. For unlocking that level in your first 30 days, you get a share in 1.8% of all global crowdfunding contribution. What does that mean? It has nothing to do with your team. It has nothing to do with your country. Anywhere in the world that somebody is making a contribution to the Daisy project, whether it's $100, $200, 100,000, whatever the person is contributing, 1.8 of that money, 1.8% of that contribution is put in a pool and shared with all the pace setter. 308 of them will be receiving that 1.8% paid to them instantaneously. Think about it. As I'm speaking right now, registrations are happening around the world. Activations, contributions are happening, and you are a pace setter, and it keeps coming. Those cents, those dollars keep dropping in your wallet. 1.25% of all global trading reward is also given to them. So as the trades are happening, people are happy with their result. They are withdrawing. 1.25% of that is coming to you. Another 5% equity share is Endotech. Remember, everybody's sharing 5%, but they now allocate another 5% to just the pace setters. So let's say we're to stay with what we have, which is not possible anyway. 300 and something people, 308 people will be sharing 5% of Endotech's stock. So think about that. Then you have another 50% on all residual breakages. But please, the condition is that it must happen within your first 30 days. But in case you miss it, or you got it, but you're also willing to help 3 of your team members to become pace setter, there is no time limit for disqualification. You will become a pace setter leadership bonus qualifier when you have 3 of your personals who become pace setter. Guess what? Somebody can join in June and make it happen in 30 days. Another person joins in July, makes it happen. Another person joins in August, makes it happen. There is no time frame. Anytime you have 3 people who qualify, you are now a pace setter leader. And what do you get? 1.8% of all global crowdfunding contributions, 1.25% of all global reward distribution, and extra 50% of all residual breakages. Now, if you put all of this together, what are you looking at here? You are looking at earning about 3.6% of every contribution worldwide. And guess what? It is paid instantaneously. Up to 2.5% of all trading profits worldwide is divided between all qualified pay setters and pays out instantaneously. So imagine thousands of deposits every day directly into your wallet. So you hold your phone and you see your account swelling up. Whether you know the people, you know them or not, as long as they come into the project all over the world, you are getting a share of that pie. Wouldn't that have been what we needed out of our country, where we all can get from the national cake? This is a true national cake that pays everybody instantaneously that have qualified as a pace setter. Now, there is a unilevel residual bonus. This is one of my favorites. Now, remember the 50 to 70% that is trading for you? Yes, you do. Now, every time you withdraw, your sponsor will earn. Every time the people you got in withdraw, you will earn 3.5% of whatsoever they withdraw. Remember, I told you there was a 15% that was plugged back into the community. This is where that 15% is being distributed. Now, so your first generation, you earn 3.5%. Anything they withdraw. And guess what? They don't withdraw once. They can withdraw this week, withdraw next week, withdraw next month. They can withdraw multiple times. There is no limit to their withdrawal. And every time they withdraw, you keep earning 3.5% from their joy. Now, their own team, the people they got in, are also withdrawing. You are earning 1% override up to 10 generations. Think about that. So amazing. So most times I just wake up and I just find out, oh, I'm seeing monies and my back office. What happened? It means somebody is happy, somebody has made money, the person has withdrawn, and I'm also being paid. Because everybody makes money here. Now, there are three categories of contributors before I go into the project 2. Tier 1 to Tier 7, 50% goes into the Daisy fund. I've explained that. Tier 8 to Tier 10, 70% goes into the Daisy fund. And we have VIP contributors where 100% of the fund is now working from your personal account. The money is not with Daisy, the money is not with Endotech, the money is with you, your personal Binance account. Now, how do you become a VIP? It's simple. When you get to Tier 10, you can begin at Tier 1, move to Tier 2, move to Tier 3, move to Tier 4, move to Tier 7. I'm on Tier 7, so three steps away to get to Tier 10. And I become a VIP contributor. At that point in time, 100% of the fund goes into your personal account being traded for you. Rather than $1 million that was needed by Endotech, they are willing to accept 20,000 US dollars, okay, in your personal account. Remember, the fund stays with you, it's not with them. They put their algorithm where people pay 125,000 US dollars, payable, renewable every year. They set it for 5% for you. Other people are paying 10%, you are paying 5%, and they are paying annually, you pay once for life, just because you are part of the system. And now, you keep 80% of the profit. Whatever profit the system makes, you keep 80%. You are the one to be paying back to the Endotech account for performance fee and 10% for the community. Guys, this is huge. Now, let's talk about something, and I'll just spend just about 10 minutes on this, and we'll wrap this up. This is Daisy Project 2. Guys, this is amazing. Just listening to what I want to say right now, I believe this alone will set the trajectory of your 2021 on a green path. Daisy Project 2. As at yesterday night, the Daisy community crossed over 100,000 people. Listen, we are not 100,000 Telegram users. There are a lot of people on Telegram. These are people just finishing school, little children jumping in, adding themselves to any Telegram, looking for airdrop. Remember, for you to be a part of the Daisy system, you are a paid contributor. So yesterday night, we crossed over 100,000 people. So this is a real community, not fake. And that community, that's why I say we're a venture capitalist community. And that community right now is going into auto drive with our phase 2 project. Now, what is it? It's a Daisy DeFi Launchpad. What does this mean? And for those of us who are in the crypto space right now, you discover that the DeFi space is on steroid. A lot of things are running on DeFi. And those of us who are not too used to this term, DeFi means decentralized finance, okay? Decentralized finance. And the launch of decentralized finance is just taking over the entire space. Now, we have a community, we have a platform, and a lot of people started coming to the community to seek for funding, and only to be discovered that over 50% of them had projects that had to do with DeFi. They had DeFi projects, okay, that they wanted to launch. So that gave birth to Daisy DeFi Launchpad, because we're a real community. And it's not just for you to, people even have 2,000 people on their Telegram and they are launching their project. Not talk of you have 100,000 people. So this become a launch base for a lot of those projects, and they're excited to bring those projects to our platform. Now, for those of us who are already members of the Daisy community, you get to benefit massively from this DeFi Launchpad. Now, how does it play? We have a Daisy DeFi token and IDO Launchpad. Daisy DeFi Launchpad token will be available in about 31 days. July 1st to Daisy members. July 1st, it is going live for only Daisy members. It's a token, okay, it's going live for Daisy members. In about 12 days, 10, 12 days, we'll be announcing the Daisy DeFi at the Digital Summit 2021 event holding June 10th and 11th. So at this event, the CEO of Binance will be speaking there. The creator of MetaMask will be there. The creator of Aave and a lot of top DeFi projects and communities are coming for this digital summit. And the Daisy community is the official sponsor of that project. And that is when this will be announced to the world. So they are not even aware, a lot of them are not aware of what is happening. So imagine thousands of people around the world plugging in, and suddenly they see Daisy DeFi token being launched. So that's going to be announced. It's already been prepared to be listed on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and other public exchanges. We are using a cross-change DeFi Launchpad for this project. Now, for some of us, if you do buy, get into some projects, you see, you use Pancake. Pancake, what are you using? A lot of them, you are using BNB. If you are on Uniswap, you are using Ethereum. So you find out that if you are Uniswap, you are limited to Ethereum. And there are projects you will find on Pancake you won't find on Uniswap, and vice versa. But the Daisy Launchpad is creating a cross-chain where, whether it's Binance, whether BSC, whether it's Tron, whether it's Cardano, whether it's Ethereum, everything can be absorbed on this one platform. What does that mean? You are allowing multiple projects to come on this platform. Just hold on, for you will soon smile. Guess what? The Daisy token is a utility token for the Daisy Launchpad platform. Again, you want to go to the Binance Smart Chain. What do you use? You use the Binance token, right? So the Daisy token is what people will be using on this platform. So how does that apply to you? When you have your tokens and you are also willing to stake them, meaning you are reserving like an escrow, we have staking the Daisy token will earn you free DeFi token in every project. Let me explain what this means. For example, I have 1,000 Daisy token that I have staked. And we now have 20 projects that have come on board to use our platform to launch. Because you are a member of the community and you have staked your token, you'll be getting free airdrop from all 20 of them. Free airdrop from all 20 of them. It means whether you bought their whatsoever they are offering or not, you already get it for being a part of the system. One. Number two, for staking your token, you also get everything launching on our platform at pre-sale price. Guys, for you to be a part of any pre-sale is in thousands of dollars. Some of them require as much as $50,000, $100,000 to be a part of a pre-sale. The valuation on the coin market cap will be beginning at $5 per token. Somebody said, is it a projection? I said, no, it's not a projection. It is a starting price. The starting price of this coin in the market will be $5 per token. That's what it's pegged at. And Daisy members can secure pre-sale token from 10 cents to $1. There will be 4 rounds of purchasing of this token for the Daisy community. It means you can purchase at 10 cents, round 1. Round 2 is 25 cents. Round 3 is 50 cents. Round 4 is $1. And all of this is still for members, not for outsiders. So guys, think about $100 right now will give you 1,000 coins at 10 cents. At $5 listing, that's already $5,000. So how do you move from $100 to $5,000? And what we are saying is something that will be happening in another 4 weeks. 4 weeks to 8 weeks. Now, peer-to-peer model only is for Daisy member, the pre-sale. So, which is why you cannot jump into this pre-sale if you are not a member of the Daisy community, which is Project One. Can I just come and join and buy the token? It is not possible. It's reserved exclusively for the Daisy community. There is also 46% token purchases going into the Daisy smart contract to reward people who are also buying. Now, what does that mean? Let me put it this way. You are already in Daisy. You did not even buy the token, but somebody in your team bought the token. You will earn from somebody in your team by buying the token. That's why you must be plugged into Project One. There are 3 bonus pools for Daisy members with 10 million tokens in each pool. And we have referral bonus paying out instantaneously in USDT. As people are buying the token, you are also being paid as long as it's in your structure. Okay? Guess what? When we go into public, all the people buying in public, they are buying direct. That's why it's at $5 and above. But for people in your tribe that are you've already built, as they buy, you also continue to earn. So it's just a beautiful concept. And the token packs follow current genealogy in reward plan. What does that mean? If you're on $100 tier, please, you can only buy up to $100 of the pre-sold token. If you're on tier 3, which is 700, you can buy coins up to 700. What if I have 10,000? You do not have that capacity because your limit is set by your contribution. But like I said, even $100 can give you $5,000. So do you want to limit yourself to $5,000? Do you want to go higher? And I've seen people who understand this who are now upgrading because they don't want to leave any money on the table. I don't want to go into some stories of the Etherlight just got launched. I saw Etherlight at 6 cents, 6 cents. I was to buy it at 6 cents. I was so busy that when I made a transfer for my Bitcoin refused to arrive. And I decided to take my card to make a direct purchase. Just the very second that I clicked purchase, it was out of stock. And guess what? That pre-sale was over. We had to buy it at 50 cents. Something I didn't buy for 6 cents, I had to buy for 50 cents. Okay, that is over 9x the price. And what I'm telling you is just within 24 hours. So this is huge. So if you have $100, you buy what $100. If you have $200 tier, you buy up to that level. If you have whatever tier you want to get to, that's the token you will buy. Please, I do not expect anybody to buy above 10 cents. 10 cents will be if you miss it, or if you didn't see, you were not ready. because it will just be a window of opening for you to buy 25, 50, $1. That is still within the community. That's why, you know, even if you bought at 10 cents and you sold at $1, that is 10x your money. And you are still selling within the community. Think about that. And the token pre-sale is limited to 30% of the total supply. Total supply is 1 billion token. So the pre-sale, you are only selling 30%. And guess what? The Daisy DeFi token is a deflationary token, meaning the more people are using it, the more it is burning. So it begins to get scarce and the price begins to go up the more. And Daisy member can buy token up to their current contribution tier. So which is why you want to upgrade and go higher as fast as possible so that you can get more of that. Now, if you are able to refer 4 people to Daisy with $1,000 in total contribution, you earn a share in the Daisy token spillover maker pool where 10 million Daisy token is being put. I told you there are 3 pools right now. Everybody that has 4 people who have come in, it started on the 22nd, it will be ending on, this will be ending on the 11th. For every person, 4 persons that you get in, and you have up to $1,000 cumulatively, you earn a share. And they have dropped 10 million tokens in there for you to earn. And that could range from about 1,000 free token to about 15,000 free tokens. We are just 100,000 now. That doesn't mean everybody will even plug into this. So even if you have to be 1,000 token at $5, that's $5,000 being given to you. Think about that. And every 4 people with 1,000 gives you another share. There is another 10 million tokens which will be added to the Paysetter Gold bonus pool. So if you qualify for Paysetter, 10 million tokens are available for them. Right now, like I said, there are about 308 people that have qualified as Paysetter. If you share 10 million among them, that's over 30,000 tokens per person. Guess what? At $5, that's $150,000 per person. Even if they don't buy the token, they will earn about $150,000 just for being Paysetters, because every one of them will be having a minimum of 30,000 tokens given to them because they are Paysetters. So again, you might want to shoot for that and qualify. Then the Paysetter leadership, 10 million tokens is also added to that pool. And right now, they are about, I think 35 of them. So in this case, imagine that each person is getting over 1 million, or probably over 1 million token. Yeah, but there are about 100,000 token or so. That's huge money, guys. So check this out. Let me pause and share some practical things with you, if you will allow me. So let me come here. Please, can you see my screen? Type in a yes if you can see my screen, because I want to go practical here right now. Please, if you can type, if you can see the screen, type in a yes. Oh, let me check. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, good. So somebody's saying, this thing looks, is this thing real? Let me show you what is real. This is CoinGecko, and what I'm doing at CoinGecko, you can also do the same on CoinMarketCap. So look at where I'm coming. I'm coming to DeFi. This is DeFi. And under DeFi, I am seeing the top 100 DeFi coins. Top 100 DeFi coins. So let me scroll down so that you see what I'm looking at here. Take a look. Number 1 is what? Uniswap. Uniswap current price right now is $27. So please let me take a look at Uniswap. The Uniswap project, let me put this on max. Take a look, please. All-time low was 9 months ago. 9 months ago. Okay. September 17, 9 months ago. How much was it? $1. All-time high was 29 days ago. How much was it? $44. Can you see? Now, for every one of us listening on this call, I know you had a dollar. If it was possible for you to plug in $1 and 9 months later you get $44, will you be willing to do that? This was not a year's project. As of yesterday, this was 8 months. Okay, but you are seeing here $44 just 29 days ago. And even though it's $44, it has still dropped to, because this month of May, a lot of things dropped, $27. You are still in profit for what you got started at $1. I'm showing you a top DeFi project. So you can see, look at it here. Look at it. Look at how this thing has risen. Okay? And this is May. So this is even the month of May that has even dropped it down. Okay? So if somebody had told you 9 months ago to put in, because this is $1 turning to $44, then you are looking at over 4,000% in 9 months. Will you have been willing to play? Okay, I just showed you one right now. Let's go back. Let me show you another one, so that you understand what we are talking about, you getting it in cents right now. Number 2, let's take a look at Chainlink. Chainlink is $30 today. So let me just take a look. Chainlink is an old project, but it's one that has made a whole lot of things. Chainlink, look at it. This was 14 cents 3 years ago. What did Chainlink move to? $52. $52. Will you have been willing to buy it at less than 20 cents to now get it at $52? PNG, I'll go there. PNG, she understands AutoCoin and GoatCoin. I'll get there. Okay, guys, just take a look what is happening. Okay, I just want to show a couple so that people will understand that what we are saying here is not your everyday opportunity. A lot of us missed out, and we were not too happy we missed out. So we have that opportunity. Take a look at Aave, number 3. Let's look at Aave. Aave all-time low was 7 months ago, $26. $26, guys. And guess what? When you are seeing all-time low, that's not the pre-sale price. Okay? But let's even say you bought it market price at $26. All-time high was 13 days ago. How much was it? $661. Were you aware of this? If they had told you your $26 will go to over $600 in 7 months, would you have been willing to stake or make a contribution towards this project? I'll do one more, then I'll check what PNG I just said we checked, because I know that result. Now, let's take a look. One of the most common one is Pancake. Take a look at Pancake. Take a look at Pancake. Pancake again, where is it? All-time low, 19 cents, 7 months ago. Guys, these are not pre-sale price. 19 cents. All-time high was just a month ago, $43. In a space of 7 months, you move from $19 to $43. Will you have been willing? And yet, Daisy is giving us the opportunity to get it at 10 cents. Listing price is $5. Somebody says, is that a projection? What I'm showing you, is this a projection? These are real life scenarios. Even current price at Pancake is what? $17. If you even got it at $1 and it's now $17, have you not made substantial amount of money? So let's go here and see one more. PNG said AutoCoin, AUTO, Auto. Let's look at AutoCoin, guys. Let's look at Auto. Bianca said that she saw Ave at 20, but bought only 2 with $40, and it rose to over 450. But you see, $40 gave her $900. She saw it at 20. So think about that. Now this is, oh my God, guys, take a look at this. This is AutoCoin. Current price is $1,387. Take a look. All-time low was January, 4 months ago. 4 months ago, how much was it? $22. All-time high was 3 months ago, $13,000. Guys, are you seeing what I'm saying here? All-time high was 3 months ago, $13,000. And yet, you got it at 22. And this is not pre-sale. Even if you got it at $100 and it moved to $13,000, these are top DeFi tokens. Okay. What's the other one? GOAT. GOAT. Let's take a look at GOAT coin, so that you have an understanding of what is about to happen, of which you must lock it in before the 11th of June. So guys, all-time low 3 months ago, February 23, was $3. $3. All-time high 1 month ago, $5,440. Where were you? Before somebody allow me to speak, where were me? Guys, are you seeing what I'm saying? These things are there. But just like the Bible will say, these are hidden riches, hidden treasures that people plug in at $3 and it rose to $5,000 just in 2 months. Then somebody says it's Yahoo. Somebody says it's fraud. No, it was visible. Let me look at the chart. This is crazy. This is crazy. Even what we are even saying $3. Can you see how low it even dropped? Okay, see how low it's dropped. All-time low, $3. All-time high, 5,000%. And we are talking about something that is not yet 4 months. Within 3 months. So, do you still think your 10 cents will go to $5? $5 is the public price. That's not even members' price. Your 10 cents is the members' price. So, what you stand to gain right now, and you cannot plug in at this pre-sale if you are not a member of Daisy. So, why buy it at $5 when you can get it at 10 cents? I'm showing you things that are, look at the crazy numbers, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, $3 going to 5,000, $22 going to $13,000 in 4 months. Guys, I don't know what prayer you prayed, but this absolutely is an answer to that prayer. And this is what we felt we needed to share with you tonight. So let's wrap this up. Join today and position yourself to earn from both the Daisy AI platform and the upcoming Daisy DeFi token and Launchpad. So we have 2 things right now. Your partnership today plugs you into both. By the time the DeFi is launching, if you want to do 100, if you want to do 200, whatsoever, depending on the tier you are on, you can fund to that level. If you were on 100, please upgrade. If you're on 200, upgrade. These things don't come every day. That's why we have shown you what has just happened that many of us didn't see. And for most of this project, did they have 100,000 people already in the community before they went live? Think how big Daisy will go. So how do you join Daisy? Download TronLink Wallet app, www.tronlink.org. I beg of you, in the name of whatsoever you believe, save your mnemonic passphrase, your private key. Save them, not on your phone, offline. If you lose it, don't call me. There are only two people that can help you out. TB Joshua and Apostle Johnson Suleiman. They know how to remember numbers. I don't. If you miss it, please find a way. Go to synagogue and be shouting, "Man of God, help me. I forgot my mnemonic." You must not write it on a piece of paper. Not piece of paper, diary. Keep it somewhere safe. Prepare 100 USDT and above, okay? TRC 20, Tron will be needed. Then you will need Tron, your Tron. You need Tron for your gas fee. Every tier will require about 140 Tron for the transaction and gas fee. So please note that. Get the sign-up link of your referral and fund the minimum and scale up to wherever you want to go. So what's next? I will encourage you to get back to the person who shared this with you so they can show you how to get started immediately. The next move is on you, because I'll always end by saying that the capacity to earn is a gift. The ability to earn is a skill, but you see, the willingness to earn is always your choice. Always your choice. Even the Bible says, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. So with that being said, I want to truly appreciate you for joining us tonight. Thank you very much, and God amazingly bless you.